don't look like a YouTuber.
Funny you say that. I wonder.
I think it's okay. I'm just going to wander quietly.
Ooh, okay, it feels much nicer to walk down.
I'm walking slowly. Just a tree. I'm surprised it's not detecting those two. Detecting the trees again. Why is it doing so much of that? It's just her. I think that's just her. Oh, it's just the trees. Okay. Trees. Oh, Nina. You scared the crap out of me. Nah, that's good. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know where I looked down. Suddenly I see a stick figure. Ooh. Yeah, it's just you. Seriously though, you scared me so bad. Could you, sorry. Thank you. I'm not really getting anything so far other than the trees. I know. Well, yeah. We're not in. I can't remember. I'm not trying to be like Zach, where I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's a tree. That has to be a ghost, you know? I don't want to be like that. Is there a person over there? Could you check and see if there's a person behind that truck? Just to see. I need to make sure.
You're getting a tree.
No, I'm getting an actual figure. Like a little stick figure.
I've been getting a lot of names. I got Dirt. Yeah, I got Ryan. John.
Is there anyone? Is there anyone? No?
It's like
I got a full-on stick figure. Like, hold on. It was kind of like it was. It
pointed that.
I pointed. See, that's a tree. That's a tree. People, yeah. But yeah, it's still detecting them. But
No, I don't know what it does with the vehicle.
I mean, if the vehicle is rolling a little bit, yeah, maybe. Oh, it's just a person. Okay. Huh?
Did you get anything yet? Yeah, I got kind of worried with this one. And then I looked at it, so like if you look at the ground, there's like some cold spots. I looked at it, those were all the sunken spots. But second grade science, cold air sinks. So the lower spots get colder.
All I've gone was trees, except for beside this car.
Yeah, the one thing you gotta remember with this one though is it's anything that's a person shape. So like you point to like a painting, like some kind of action figure, just anything like even a stick figure. That's kind of what it's looking for. So
I'll keep that in mind.
this thing's kind of weird because it has like a very short delay, like when I move it. So it's kind of tricky because if I move it, then it goes. It works, but that's the problem with these kind of things. You know, in like 5 years, they're definitely gonna have a better one. That's how it works. So once.
Well, hopefully you don't see any spirits on that, because that would suck.
Oh, that sucked to be good thing.
Well, it'd be delayed, so you wouldn't know if it's already passed. But I am detecting a person over there. Yeah. Like a stick figure. Not sure if it's just a trees, though. That was like
There is a person over there.
Not sure if that's the trees, though.
Looks like that's the pole there, because you see how yeah, it's, whoa.
What was that?
What? What was what?
Walking through.
I know, like,
What?
something like stabbed me on the hands.
Stab you? That might have been a bug.
It probably was a bug.
The mosquitoes are horrible.
Yeah,
Did I roll up
it
the
looks.
sleeves.
It looks like it's just a pole. I hope it's just a
You
pole.
know, who knows what you got.
They're ghosts.
Have you walked over?
Mosquitoes on hills.
So it is still detecting people, yes, so that's good. Trees. It's just a pole right there. What is that? This looks like another stick figure, but it's actually not on a pole. And they're like crouching, like they're in the fetal position. It's like they're in the fetal position, going like, I can't explain.
You want to see something kind of crazy I caught the other day?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, so on my phone, I was taking videos and I clipped this one. This one was nuts. So I was basically talking about how ghosts probably get annoyed because we're always like asking them to do crap. They're just like trying to chill. And
Yeah.
Guess what it said? Like, listen to this.
Yeah, no, it's good. Oh, ladies, you got anything going on that I need to know about? Sorry? I got some clean order. Alright, come on everybody, let's go back to the back.
Exactly. That's why I clipped that part.
Well,
I've watched like the hours of footage just to get that part because it was like the most nuts thing.
I'm taking my time. I mean,
I definitely gotta get one.
So keep in mind, other tours do come through here.
oh, that's why I'm saying
They
them.
either come out of that ivy wall, and when people are walking through here, we don't have cameras. So, Dave, with yours, you might want to grab that top panel already, even though it's on record, and just lower it like it's a suitcase like you had it before. You got it. Nice and inconspicuous. There you go. Perfect. All right. So, you're started recording. Perfect.
We didn't come over there last. We stood across the street. I think you said you had trouble.
I did. We're gonna get into that. Oh gosh. What? I think I had trouble. All right. So we're not gonna go into the full depths that I've actually been going. We're gonna put it all the way down. All right. I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Some of these steps are a little long.
It's okay.
So EMF detectors, you can ignore in between spaces, and in this location, your baseline for you is probably going to be a 3. So all of the other ones is going to be about a 7. So that's because of the lamppost nearest. There were electrical poles, tight spaces, buildings, you get it. So not excited about your 2 yet. So anybody hear anything along the way here?
Just James.
Just James. Yeah.
We heard leaving the other parking lot. We heard twice, like because I loved him, the same like song there. And
Just what we were talking
yeah. nothing like super.
Anything on the word list? Okay, give me the last 3 terms you had.
Manual ledge. Oh my goodness, I did not see
Decapitated?
decapitated. I didn't even see that when it came up.
That's not, that's not important. That's not important. Hey, don't worry about that. Just wait.
That's really scary.
So, my point exactly, right?
Yeah, but also, when we were walking, like when I was talking to you, you know how like to tell you if, like you felt weird. You know that feeling where you just feel very heavy, you don't know why.
Yes.
It's like I just felt that out of the blue.
Yep, and it's the Pink Dimension will do that because there's a lot going on. There really is. And to the, what I'm saying is proving my point. The conversation Jacob and I had along the way here was he was talking about like some of the apps and the things like that. He's like, what do you do when it says like, please leave or go away? And like, you have to remember that these apps are designed to scare you. So that's why 80% of it is gonna be garbage. So words like decapitated, like that's why I kind of like did the throat thing. I didn't mean to like trouble.
Yeah, decapitated.
It worked.
It did work,
It
but
did work.
but the whole point is like it's stuff like that. I just throw it away.
Yeah.
I leave it in there just because I mean you guys are gonna get the full list back because what do I know? You guys might have actually had somebody in your ancestry that was decapitated and they're following you around. I don't know that. But it does occur. So when you guys get a name like you get, for example, you guys heard the name James, and you're like, oh, my cousin's name is James. The first question I'm going to ask you is James with us? You know, it's not being rude. It's me being bold based on my education.
Yeah.
And I kind of need to know, like, do you have a cousin following you around that's no longer here? That makes sense. So we're gonna break for puppies. Come on through, man. You're good. We always break for puppies.
So,
Puppy for sure.
We were in the Savannah Theater and definitely felt that heaviness that you were talking about.
Yeah, but it was only one room that was really going nuts. It was
Yeah.
that like one.
The dressing room.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah, so that room was going crazy.
at the Zorro Weed House,
Just
Molly
real quick
and
before I
Lions
get
fell
started.
over from dizziness.
I heard 1, 4, 2, not necessarily in that order, or like a lot of different. It was different numbers from different things.
Let me know if you hear a specific number twice. So that's kind of the irony of this location. So welcome to Philadelphia Alley. So every ghost tour comes down here. We're not going down as far as I normally do. And yes, I did get kicked out of here. We're going to talk about that. But this used to be called Dueler's Alley.
Whoa,
This was
felt
the
heavy again.
Duelers used to
Whoa.
for the city of Charleston.
That feels funky.
So with that, every ghost tour that comes down here tells you the exact same story. We're not doing Campfire Marshmallow. I'm going to tell you the same story, but I'm going to give you more details. So let's kind of get into it. There was a doctor that lived, well, he came to Charleston. His name was Dr. Joseph Brown Ladd. For those of you that are still listening in on your spirit boxes, if you hear the song Brown Eyed Girl, it's not coincidence. It's part of his name. We get it all the time. If you're going to get my gist of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, he moves down here from Rhode Island. He's supposed to get married to his fiancee, Amanda. Amanda just inherited a bunch of money from her dead parents. So she has an attorney helping her out with all of this cash flow that she just got, and the attorney thinks that Dr. Ladd is just after Amanda's money. He tells Amanda, get rid of the doctor. Dr. Ladd comes to Charleston to prove that he's not. So on his way into town, he was all set to go. He's going to come down here, and you guys get my point. He's going to start his practice here. The coachman that brought him in set him up to be robbed and killed. It wasn't a very good start to his day in Charleston. Somebody was walking by and seen everything that was about to happen. His name was Ralph Isaacs. Here's where I stop. Ralph Isaacs has the same initials as where the doctor came from, R.I. On your red spirit boxes that you two were listening to, we are getting the letters R.I. all the time. To verify that, I bought the Ouija board device to make sure what we were getting was a legitimate letter sequence. I can't tell you how many times it's actually been that we've gotten the letters R.I. on the Ouija board device when I'm telling this part of the history. Which, by the way, when other tourists do come down here, we just kind of split the season and go through. But anyway, what's funny was last night we had a young lady hear the word art, and then I immediately after it on a spirit box. So preemptively on the way here. Very interesting indeed. But anyway, Ralph tells the doctor, dude, you don't want to stay here. I know this guy. He's going to try to kill you. Come with me to 59 Church Street. I got some friends there. You can rent a room. You'll be safe and good to go. Doctor took him up on the offer and became friends. The longer the doctor stays here in Charleston, they become friends. He's making more money. He's proving his point that he's not after Amanda's money. So he becomes known as the whistling doctor because Amanda's coming down soon, so that way they can get married. Men whistled all the time in the 1780s. It was just his MO. Here's what I'm going to tell you about whistling ghosts. Every haunted city you will ever visit has one, including us. So there is proof of this one. Hopefully we'll capture it tonight to prove it to you, but otherwise you're going to have to take my word for it. Let's move on. Dr. Ladd and Ralph go see plays together. They can't sit next to each other because the doctor makes more money. That's that's the hierarchy of Charleston. He gets better seats. So they talk about these plays on the way home. They go see Richard III from Shakespeare one night. They're arguing over the new actress on the way home. Dr. Ladd thought she was great. Ralph didn't. The argument turns into Ralph insulting the doctor's fiance, Amanda, back home in Rhode Island. They go their separate ways after the argument gets really ugly. I told you Ralph has friends around town. He goes to see his friends at the newspaper. He puts an ad in the paper telling the whole city of Charleston what he thinks of Dr. Ladd. Kind of a you're a disgrace to society, slap slap with a glove, right? So yeah, I just added that glove part. That seems to be working.
That's good.
I like that.
But anyway, with that said, Dr. saw the ad rebuttal with, let's go to Dueler's Alley. We're gonna settle this. So they come down, they took their 10 paces, they turn, the doctor points his gun in the air and he shoots. He didn't want to kill his friend. He just wanted to have the courage and bravery to show up, which is often what happens in a bullet. Ralph has his one bullet, puts it in the kneecap on the doctor. Doesn't kill him, but he proved his point, he's still pissed off. Yeah. Doctor falls to the ground, his friends picked him up, took him home to 59 Church Street where he dies 10 days later after refusing medical treatment on November 2nd of 1786. Why did he refuse medical treatment? It's 1786. Gunshot wounds are a lot different back then. He probably just tried to bleed out the bullet wound himself with the lead poisoning. So if you're getting my point. Every ghost tour that comes down here will tell you to listen for the whistles. Nice for you guys. We have 3 video cameras and my voice recorder running. If there's going to be a whistle down here, you don't have to manually do the work. We got instruments to do that for us. If you're going to come all the way through the alley, which I can't take you all the way to the end, because that's why I got booted out, right, Anna? And turn on your voice recorders and wait for the whistles in the background and listen to it later. Just keep in mind, every local knows this story. Anybody walking up and down Cumberland or Queen Street will throw a whistle down the alley. So, ever since I did get booted out of here, is when I started really throwing the whistles down the alley. Here's how this goes. About where we're standing, maybe a little bit further over, there was a wall here, and the alley was open that way. So the reason why is because this was where they kept the livestock for the city of Charleston. The bricks on the other side are older than the bricks we're standing on. These are new. These are relatively within the past 150 years. Those over there, way older. Those were sun-dried bricks from slave children. Full handprint from a slave child at the end of this alley, along with some fingerprint swipes. I used to take my bricks all the way through here when I first started doing this to kind of show off the history because we all need to see it. It's one of those pieces to show off how far we've come away from slavery. You get the point. However, November 26th, 2020, my entire group is huddled around that brick, waiting for something to happen out of the devices that I handed out that night. It's a full group of 10. Yeah. I treat that brick the same way I do a grave. That kid's not there. That's the last place you're gonna find him, right? So I'm also trying to be respectful because it's right outside the kitchen window of the beautiful mansion at the end of the alley. I didn't know I was out of bounds. The new owner of the mansion came out screaming. My daughter thought it was great because Dad's getting ill now. Yeah. The next day was Thanksgiving because we just moved on after that. We just rolled with it. We finished off our tour. Thanksgiving, I don't tour simply because I worked in retail management for over 20 years, mainly for Walmart. You guys can get my point. I'm never working another Thanksgiving a day in my life. The day after that was November 28th. The dates are relevant. I called my partner that I had at the time, which is actually who YouTube contacted this morning. My old partner. I don't work with him anymore. But anyway, I got a hold of him and I kind of told him what was going on, like what happened the night before. He said, dude, you can't go down that far. You only allowed to go down halfway. Otherwise, you got to reroute the group. So I told my group that night, I don't believe in the next story because I'm a vampire guy and I'm a pirate person. Obviously, we're talking pirates next, by the way. And we're going to see what happens. We're going to wing it. Tickets were way cheaper back then when I could just wing it. So, before we left, somebody heard the name Anne on a spirit box. I didn't tell them who we were going to be investigating. The famous female pirate Anne Vaughn. So I went, okay, maybe we got something. We go around the corner. I tell what little bit I did know about piracy. Somebody else with a spirit box was the number 300. I don't know what that means. I write it down. I research it the next day. We were there on November 28th of 2020. Anne Bonny's trial for piracy, November 28th of 1720. The exact 300-year anniversary of the pirate trial. Well, yeah, you guys all have like your jaws on the ground.
Wait, don't whistle.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that right now, so now it's like
here's my
the voice
problem with
recorder
pirates.
doesn't like get screwed
Master's
up.
degree in creative writing, everybody. Bachelor's in English and journalism. So again, writing and factual data is important to me. So going through pirate lore to make sure I have a factual investigation is difficult. Half my freaking library right now is pirate books. I'm playing video games on pirates. I'm watching documentaries on pirates. I want as many version of the story as I can possibly get. Everything we're going to discuss at the next location, minimum of 2 resources from every sentence that comes out of my mouth. So, just to make sure we are as close as possible. I'm also not going to be handing out questions. I'll give you a few things that I left out on purpose, just so you have something to work with. Everything else is fair game. Also, open mind that we're going to get things from this alley. We're not staying here to spread out and going to piss off the neighbor down the road, right? Yeah. We're going to go up and around the corner. Other tours may be up there. We're going to stay out of their way. We're going to get Deb a place to sit. Like, we're going to go up to a ledge if it's free and open and no other tours are up there. So she can actually sit down and work over there. And then the rest of us will be able to spread out, and we'll spend a little bit of time in there, more so than what we did at the Pinkley Mansion site. Is that fair?
So are we at least gonna get a whistle before we leave here?
From me?
From anybody, sure.
Well, here's the weird thing about the whistles.
Yeah?
So not only can it come up audibly, like an actual whistle, the spirit boxes that are going on right now, we will get the word whistle. We will have a whistle from a commercial or a song, like and then the word doctor that will come right after it on another spirit box. It's the craziest thing. We've had whistles
I bought a
versus
shit.
songs.
I want to shit.
Newfangled technology. Oh, it's complete over.
That's our whistle.
Love it.
It's like a whistle of like a 100-year-old man that's like somehow still alive. Like,
What? Oh
that was sunny. I've been smoking since the day I was born.
Just like, just coming out. Just like what?
Hey, what's funny is like for ELA, you need to write an essay. It's like one source. You're going ghost hunting. I write an entire Google Doc about the
I tell this part of the story every night, so
It's all about the motivation.
doesn't know it. I also want you guys to kind
If
of
you like the topic, you'll do better.
And Matt, I know you guys have heard this story before, but later on, things might occur with Dr. Land. It's beastly. So just kind of keep in mind of the address of where I'm going. Because the last stop you guys haven't seen. That's going to be very interesting. So let's go up and learn about some rated R pirates. I told you I had honeys all night long.
I'm guessing camera off now?
Smash the like button.
Have a seat. So, welcome to the Powder Magazine, everybody. Anything weird going on with your devices, they kind of already gave me a name. 2.5 and higher.
2.6.
At this is it staying at 2.6?
2.5.
There's an electrical pole right behind it. So, normally with the EMF detection, it's usually on the back half of this location. Anything up here is from the parking meters and or the electrical poles. So, I would say anywhere up to probably a 5 or 7 in these corners, like this first row of parking is kind of like your own. Everything else I'll take is fair game. Let's see. What else do we have going on here? Anything else going on with your devices, grid boxes, Ouija board?
This first thing said GP for good power.
Great power.
This is KMQ.
Thank you. That's a great title for a new business.
yeah.
All right.
I already got
Welcome
my
to the Powder
business.
Magazine.
Right.
So, this
Nerd
is a
paranormal.
museum now. It actually serves in 7 different floors.
mean,
It's the building
it's not a
by
bad
the way, which those
thing.
are not crosses on
Surprised
that
it wasn't
building.
taken.
Those
But hey,
are
now I
earthquake
took it.
bolts. For those of you that are not familiar with what earthquake bolts are, they're basically turnbuckles. So if we have another earthquake, like what we did in 1886, you tighten them, and it tightens the building up so we don't incur any further damage on the building. It's a great idea, it just doesn't work.
Hey, you know what it does do? Makes demons walk the other way.
So,
Demons
so
like,
does
is that
the
a church?
buddy.
And the demon's like, hey, you know it's a church? Hey, oh wait, this is right. So wait, I can just chill here.
So with those earthquake bolts, the reason I bring those up is because it's part of the reason why we're here. Those, even though they didn't work, were the first set of earthquake bolts that Charleston ever put in. You've seen them all over town. But the reason they put them in here first is because this is the oldest government building in South Carolina. It was finished in 1713. We are here because this building was being constructed at the same time that Anne Bonny came here to start a new life. It is what I call a familiar. For those of you that watch the TV shows or don't watch the TV shows, even that matter, they use a teddy bear device that has a bunch of little gadgets built into it
Yeah,
to
that
try
one.
to
It's Boo
attract
Buddy.
children ghosts.
Boo
They
Buddy.
do that on purpose because it's familiar to the child. Same principle.
Oh, I've heard that
It's just
before.
something Anne would recognize. Again, we don't have many buildings this old, and it is in one of the places where we are actually allowed to tour and kind of spread out a little bit. So, the hope here is that we're going to be here at the same time that Anne Bonny's here. So let's kind of get into her story.
It's gone.
The building
Okay.
took 10 years to build. Does that sound like a government, small building, 10 years? No. Sorry, somebody works for the government here, but again, 10 years sounds about right. But at any rate, the story begins right in the middle of its construction, 1708. Try to follow me, there's a lot of twists here.
Whoa.
Something's going on.
Hopefully there's no more ghosts joining us. That would not be good.
You're wondering. But anyway, so 1708, the young lady moves here from Ireland. Her name is Anne Cormac. She comes here with her father and his mistress. By the way, the mistress is her mom. Yeah, figured. I thought I'd slow down there a little bit. The three of them are running away from her father's angry wife. How mad was she that they had to leave Ireland by boat? There's no planes, man. 1708. So you can't hear it, your lady. Who's used to it? Take care of the damn country, right? But anyway, with that, they buy a plantation in Georgetown. That's where they landed. That's between us and Myrtle Beach. Dad bought a plantation. Mom died quickly. That means he's sending young Ann down here to sell anything from that plantation to keep things afloat. Now, that's why we're here. Familiar building. Back home in Ireland, Anne is said to be a badass even back home in Ireland. They say at the age of 7, 8, 9 years old, she killed a servant with a knife to the belly. So, I say, because she was a badass.
It's just Arnold here smoking a cigar, throwing it at a child.
We'll take it to PIT, right?
Yeah.
What's funny is I think we had PIT here last night. Like,
Oh my God, that's funny. Wow.
I didn't. Oh, that's so funny. Hired and training. And we didn't put it together last night. Sorry. You weren't. You should have been here last night. But anyway, we're gonna fast forward a little bit. This building was finished.
Oh, that's just the tree.
Yeah, that happens too. I'll explain in a minute. They're really coming out tonight. 1713, the building's done. By 1715, pirates are starting to come through Charlestown. Anne is stoked. Why? She's going to fall in love so she can earn her freedom, just like a man. That's part of the reason. By the way, there's a bunch of these guys. We're going to go through them because that's what makes the story interesting. So first guy she falls in love with is James Bonny. So you guys already see where this one's going. You already know her pirate name. Dad didn't approve. He's a filthy pirate. They ran away to Jamaica. They got married. And Cormac became Anne Bonny. That's where the pirate name comes from. When they get down there, she realizes that her new husband, James, is not Captain Jack Sparrow, like what she was hoping for. This guy turns out to be a privateer. He's a spy for the British. He's a coward, right? 2 years go by, she falls in love again. Guy number 2. This is John Rackham. This is John. Correct. I love how inquisitive this young lady is. She's probably the first person in 3 years that actually asked me that question, so I love it. But anyway, she's correct. She's still married. She falls in love again.
He is still
John
detecting
Rackham.
figures,
Call him
yeah.
Calico Jack. This is the guy that based your Johnny Depp character off of. In case you were wondering who this guy is.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. So Jack has his own crew, he has his own ship. Anne wants to be part of that crew. You can't put a female on a pirate crew because of bad luck. So I was going to normally throw that question back to you guys, but I figured I'd get some really raunchy answers, and I'm trying to keep it family friendly tonight. So, it happens. But
Just
anyway, it's bad luck.
trees.
So he makes a deal with her. If you dress like the guys and look like my crew, then you can actually be part of the crew. She's okay with this. Why? Because Dad used to cross-dress her back home in Ireland to keep her away from his wife. Like she was dressed as a boy apprentice, so she's okay with it. But she's a female in his quarters. Most of us are pretty close to adults here. Let's put 2 and 2 together. She's a female in his quarters. She's eventually going to get pregnant. You cannot have a pregnant pirate dude on the crew. Somebody's going to figure out that she's a female. So, and then they're going to get rid of Jack as captain. You're getting the point. He drops her off in Cuba before she starts the show. Have the baby in Cuba. These are friends of mine. Come back later and we'll figure it out. She goes and has the baby, but returns with no baby. I have no idea what happened to this child. All the reading I've ever done about piracy and Anne Bonny, no answers. So,
Good stew.
the other part of this is that she comes back dressed as a female. This makes Jack pretty angry. Now everybody's gonna know he let a girl on the ship. While she was gone giving birth, he captured another pirate crew down below deck. She's gonna go flirting with that pirate crew to make him even more mad, because that's who she is. Now, we're on guy number 3, in case you lost track. Guy number 3 turns out to be a female, dressed like a guy, to be part of the pirate crew that Calico Jack captured. Again, now we have 2 females dressed like males on the same ship. Her name is Mary Reed. She went by Mark Reed to become a pirate. Her and Mary became friends, possibly lovers. We're not going to know for sure, but the British find out where they are. They send a fleet of ships to take out one pirate ship. Anne and Mary are the rumor, the only 2 pirates. They came up to fight with their 1 bullet flintlocks. The other crew is basically drunk, and they won't come up and fight. So they have 1 bullet flintlocks against the whole fleet of the English ships. So it's not going to work out very well. They get arrested. As they're being arrested, she looks at the captain, Calico Jack, says, "I'm so sorry to see you here. If you were fought like a man, you wouldn't be hanged like a dog." The word dog shows up a lot on your spirit boxes, by the way. The judge wants to see the 2 men that fought Mac on their own so valiantly. He's already tried and hung Calico Jack and the drunk pirates that wouldn't fight. They're dead together. The 2 ladies go and fight.
just
They
a
reveal their
tree.
gender. They're hoping to save themselves. The judge doesn't give a shit that they're female. They're still pirates. He's still going to hang them. So, we plead our bellies was the last thing we shouted out, because you can't hang a pregnant woman in 1720. It's illegal. So he sends them both back to jail. Delays the hanging. Dad is still up here in South Carolina. He has all of his Irish money because he was an attorney back home. He bails out Anne only, brings her back home up here in South Carolina. She remarries. That's husband number 2, but guy number 4. We're going to count Mary. We don't really know. Yeah. And then she has 4 kids and dies at the age of 84.
Wow.
Yeah, very abrupt.
It's amazing.
Yeah, 84 in the 1700s, right? We already talked about Eliza at the age of 70. Now we're talking about Anne. Yeah, 1782. Now, nobody even asked about Mary Read.
Yeah, what happened to her? Tell us about
5 months later, she dies in whatever pirates died from in a Jamaican jail. We don't know if she was really pregnant. Most books would tell you that it was fever. I say bullshit. Probably it's romanticism, and let's call it scurvy. Why not? So it was probably something very gross in the Jamaican jail, pirate jail, no less. So here's what I left out of this whole piece of history for you guys. Which, by the way, let me explain the Charles piece. Charles Pinckney, the husband of Eliza, is buried across the street. A lot of times he will introduce himself, and then he will tell us something specific about his second wife, even though the first wife is the one buried across the street along with him. So it's weird. So we have the introduction of Charles. We would normally get something that you guys don't know about. Kind of weird thing. So you literally have to tell me what's going on with your devices. So here's the things I left out of the pirate story. Again, 15 stories in this whole corner. Sometimes it's a bad thing to know all 15 stories. So then you're like, oh shit, what's going on? But anyway, I left out the name of Anne Bonny's parents. That's the father and the mistress. I left those out on purpose. You can ask her what those are. You can ask the name of Calico Jack's ship. She may tell you that. You can ask what city she grew up in Ireland. That's an interesting one. I've been getting that one more. The color of her hair. Obviously, that's an easy one. That's red, right? So this is not a prominent English woman where we need to tiptoe around because it's a certain month. This is a pirate kick-ass chick. We'll prepare a little bit. Let's get some answers out of her. We're going to spend probably about 10 to 15 minutes here. I'll be doing a few round robins, kind of seeing what's going on with your devices. If other tours are going to pass through here, stay out of the way. They usually just cut through, or they'll go right up in that area, say their spiel about the Power magazine, and move on. So again, you guys get the gist with the video cameras. I think we have one car in here. That one person goes to that car. Do not film them going to their car. You guys get the point. Let's have some fun. Let's spread out. EMF detectors. Well, I know the two of you are just kind of hang out here.
Yeah, so I grew up in a haunted house.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like when I was like super little, too. Like, you know, when you're little, you just normalize everything, and then you just forget everything.
Yeah, that's kind of how my life went too, except I wasn't haunted.
Yeah. So apparently, in like my old house, anytime my mom talks about it, being my mom, she's funny. She made up a name for like just weirdly like dark feeling areas like around the property. She called it Troll Nuggets, because why not? Yeah, it's my mom. Yeah, she's funny. But my dad like said that apparently like there have been nights where he'd walk in my room and like a good parent, when I'm just like talking to someone that's not there, he again like a good parent be like, hey bud, who you talking to? And on numerous occasions I allegedly said something along the lines of the nice man that died in a car accident on the street.
Well,
That's something. And again, my grandparents, like everywhere they've like ever lived is haunted in some way. And yeah, their new house that they just moved into, their dog keeps getting locked in one room when they're not home. So that's another thing. And I'm sleeping in that room. And good for me.
you're gonna get killed one day.
One of these days, but there's only one person that has on government record died to a ghost.
Really?
John Bell. Did you know Prince
Wait.
Andrew Jackson? Yep, the Bell Witch. That place. Sam Kobe went there. The one with the cave? Yep, that one.
Yeah,
Yep.
that too, but also the fact that Bell came up on the spirit box.
Well, that
Okay, yeah,
yeah, that's like hearing Sally and immediately thinking of Sally House.
okay, that's kind of true.
Yeah.
Well, once again, I guess I do say random stuff.
Yeah.
He said 80% of it was BS. I'm not gonna say the actual word.
Yeah.
So,
The whole thing is, I'm trying to make a YouTube channel where it's like ghost hunting with all like the scares, all the info. Like I'm gonna try and tone down some of the more like vulgar words. So it's like I'm not gonna start saying inappropriate stuff. I'm not just gonna out of nowhere like just like say anything inappropriate. But it's like if there's something in the story, I'm gonna refrain from using like the bad word terms, the like more scientific terms for stuff like that. So it's like I'm trying to make more kid-friendly ghost hunting. It's still ghost hunting, but just no cursing.
that could get you a big audience. What's your channel name?
Nerd Paranormal. I literally changed it last minute because it's hard to think of an acronym. Like seriously, I stayed up late like using like an acronym checker trying to find something that wasn't taken. And I was like, wait a minute. Instead of finding words and turning it into an acronym, just take a word, turn it into an acronym. I was like, okay, what's a word that's simple, memorable, and explains everything that's going to happen on the channel in one word?
Nerd Paranormal.
Nerd.
Just nerd.
Just nerd.
So nerd paranormal. That's it.
Yep.
No numbers. Just nerd paranormal.
Nerd paranormal. That again. There's like one channel that's been like 7 years ago, no videos, looks inactive, that has like the same name, but like at that point, how many Mr. Beast channels are out there with the same name?
Mr. Beast Gaming 11111. There's like those bots accounts. They're like,
Oh my.
you win, you get $1 million. Just give me your credit card
You know
number.
what's worse? Like those, like they're annoying, but I don't really care. You know what I hate more? They got the inappropriate bots. Like I go to like a kids YouTuber because like I still watch kids YouTubers. Why not? Like it makes me happy. I don't care. But like I'm watching. Remember Unspeakable?
Oh,
Like I'm watching like Unspeakable videos.
childhood.
Yeah, his videos completely changed. Like I once, like he's more of just like kind of clickbaity now. It makes me sad. Shark is kind of just repetitive. Preston, he's getting a bit more sussy. I don't know.
Oh, that's
He's
my
some
shadow.
more nut jokes. I don't know. Yeah, but one of them's like only in it for the money. It's kind of sad. Yeah, so all the kids YouTubers, but like you go to like the channels, it's only the big channels, and kids YouTubers are the biggest ones. So that kind of goes a lot to kids channels. And you go to the comments, like I leave a comment like saying cool is like anything about the video. You know? And then there's like all of these bots like tap profile to like not good stuff. Then it's like this half naked person on the thing. I'm like, what the frick? Anyone that like no one uses YouTube Kids. So all these kids are on like their mom's phone, like commenting random crap, like Unspeakable, give me a shout out, please. My name's Jiff, or like I don't know. But then they look in the comments, they're like, Mom, why is there a naked lady in the comment section? And half the problem is, it's actually kind of smart the way they do it. They have like an algorithm that copies approved comments. So like it used to just be like some kind of random comment like tap this link, blah blah blah. It's actually the comment, like a blank profile. Now the profile sucks because you can't report the comment if it's a normal comment, it's just a profile. But it's a normal comment. There was only one time where there was like bots, but the video only had a couple comments at a time, where the dude was like, "Hey bro, why'd you copy my comment?" That was the only time I saw that. Hey.
What you get?
Nothing yet.
I got scared for a minute because I caught my shadow and it was moving around and I was so scared.
Actually, point at the shadow. Let's see if it does anything.
It does.
Oh, that's actually really nice.
It was really scary though because I wasn't paying attention while talking to you and I just saw a stick figure on the ground.
That's fair. That is completely fair.
You know, like you're just like completely looking away. It's like completely looking away.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording.
Okay, so either way, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so that's a great thing with recording stuff. Abby, stop it.
I didn't even hear what he said.
Yeah, he was just like making like, woo, like goofy ghost noises.
Wow. The goofiest one is just boo.
Hey, originally I wanted to do like all the ghost thing in a Ghostbusters like flight suit, and then I was like, okay, that's gonna be stupid hot. So I tried to find, okay, what kind of jacket resembles Ghostbusters? So then I got a khaki one, put like the name tag and the logo on it. It's super nice, but I'm like, okay, I want something unique, so it's the same type of jacket, just like the Ghostbusters 2 charcoal gray. Then I get a patch with my logo put on here, gonna put a name tag that just says nerd. So yeah, it's gonna be nice.
How many subs do you have?
I haven't even made the thing. I just gave it a shout on my gaming channel. I got like 2,000 subs on my gaming one. It's going pretty good. Just same format, just with Minecraft. Just like no cussing, just fun Minecraft. Made a Let's Play. It's doing pretty good. Again, 2,000 subs on that one. Gave it a shout out. I have like 20 subs. I haven't even posted anything on it.
I did have a music YouTube channel, you know, Guitar Shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And I...
What do you play? You play guitar?
Yeah. I make a lot of songs. I just don't upload them because I'm lazy.
You know, honestly, I'm self-taught on piano, so I'm doing pretty good with that. You listen to Queen?
Oh, heck yeah. They're like my favorite band.
Yes.
Favorite band member?
Take yes, Freddie. He's a singer. It's Freddie.
Oh,
Honestly, I'm also in chorus, so it's nice to play piano and sing.
I can't sing.
So I used to have like the 5-year-old kind of like screechy singing voice.
Uh-huh.
Like 5-year-old me singing the Spider-Man theme song, feeling so confident. Imagine that. But now I'm in chorus and I'm like, wow. Sometimes I sing like stupid low, sometimes I sing stupid high. It just depends on the mood.
Your guys' cameras that I need to know about?
No.
He got scared. He caught his shadow on it. Like,
Oh yeah, it's an absence of light, so it's
Yeah.
gonna pick up your shadow every time. because it thinks it's in front of something else. Does that make sense now?
Yeah, that makes more
Yeah.
sense.
Welcome to science.
Yeah, science.
Anything crazy that you can see?
I thought summer got you out of school. Jeez.
Honestly, science is the one thing that's like all this stuff, like Ghostbusters especially. Science is my best thing, and thank you God, Ghostbusters, for helping me do science.
Just like ghost science.
Like, I'm watching all this like ghost stuff. I read a book on the plane here. It's just called How to Hunt Ghosts. It's the most like stupid name. But then like I read the book and I'm like, geez, is this getting into physics of it? This is what I like. It was getting into muons, it was getting like charged ions, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the stuff I like researching on my own time. Now you're telling me there's ghost stuff with it? And, oh, heavy again. Oh, funky. Yeah. Might just be the jacket. That would be like all of it.
Take your jacket off.
It's the staple, you know. You gotta... Yeah. Do you play Minecraft?
I used to, but I kind of quit because I was focusing more on school.
Hey, here's the thing. You gotta just be so good that you can do schooling like that. Dude, I miss a point in my life where I used to come home every day. I'd play Minecraft for like 8 to 10 hours, like on weekends with my friends. Like I'd be on like a Kindle with like my mom's computer, like on a Zoom call, and then I get a computer and like Discord and all that, and then my friends don't do anymore. So it's like timing.
You spend all that time downloading stuff, and then they're like, never mind, we'll play something else.
No, only if I was a YouTuber then, because I would have like seriously. Like we used to do like the stupidest crap. Like I built like a replica of a Boeing 737. Like in Minecraft, I used like a book for it, like one of those off-brand Minecraft building books, like from like the school Scholastic book fair.
Oh god, one of those.
Honestly, they're good though. It's like some of them suck, but the good ones are really good.
So when they're bad, they're really bad, but when they're good, they're really good.
Yeah. There's no one who's one of those.
I got one book that was really boring. That was about some guy slaying the Ender Dragon, but it was like a story of it.
No, just play the game.
Hold on. What's up?
What'd you do?
Oh.
You got something? What you guys got?
Do I stop the recording?
You know what's fun? You know what's funny? Is nobody knew anything from anybody else.
Yeah?
Nobody had anything.
Nobody. Nope. She's not here today. Nope.
I just had them for 18.
Mr. No, do I stop recording? Yes?
You got it.
So you just gotta like rip it. Not like there's a tab.
It said look for the blue temperature.
Okay.
Kind of
So if it's below 50, that's when it matters?
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but I think you probably,
I'm not saying much on it.
well, I think you just gotta, he wants you to hold it on them the whole time.
There we go. I got it.
Couple of things. Everybody needs to listen up, so let's kind of show how this is going to go. We're going to stay pretty close knit around you. I'm going to be watching your breathing, all three of you, to make sure nobody's hyperventilating, doing anything crazy. In the event we need to tap you out, which we're going to be tapping you out, it's just like freaking out over there.
Yeah.
It's like
If
what the
we
hell
have
do
to
we
tap
do?
you out at 10 minutes anyway, a family member is going to tap you on the leg. So that's what that tap there means.
And my grandpa, he grabbed me in the neck last time.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
No more neck
I will
things.
tell you that if you are too loud, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, sure.
You're gonna get a tap on the shoulder, which means whisper. We can hear you. Okay. So again, we're gonna be filming the entire thing for you. In the event you're not speaking loud enough, we'll probably pull an earmuff off and say a little louder, kind of thing. So kind of get used to that. 10 minutes is all I'm gonna be, keeping you under for. It's okay to also answer in yes/no format. You have no idea what I'm gonna be asking. So if you hear a yes/no answer coming through your spirit boxes, you're gonna tell me that you heard a yes/no answer. Speak in real time. You need to, what we're looking for here is a real-time response. If I ask, is there a tree right there? I'm expecting a yes. Right then. Not for you to remember, like, I heard a yes 6 minutes ago kind of mentality. Speak in real time.
So
Most people forget about
as I
that.
understand, you're asking us the questions. We are just telling you, well,
We might not be
yeah, we're
talking
not
at the
gonna,
same time.
okay,
Right.
gotcha.
And that's why we film everything. So that way, in case we miss something, I can see, like, oh, all three of you said something at the exact same time. It might not be the exact same thing. You're getting my point. So if something gets missed, we have it on video and my voice recorder on the bag. It's still relatively fine. I also don't take notes during this unless, of course, it is going to be of relevance later on. And I rewatched the whole video of just this portion. Speaking of which, let me see your spirit box. You have the recordable one, right?
Yes.
So we're going to stop your reporting at this point and start a fresh one. So that way it's separated in your data tomorrow morning. So that way you can go straight to if you want to go straight to the end.
Wait, so we get to keep these.
I'll send us a recording.
Alright, so I think that about covers everything. So again, this is the only part of our night that I actually time. I know I kind of rushed us along to get things started, but we were all a little rambunctious to get started, and yet we started really, really late. So I'm like, oh yeah, and we had we attracted all the weirdos. Alright, so it's blindfolds first.
So cool.
There's not supposed to be a wire on that. So they're noise canceling headphones. So you're gonna put blindfolds first. Then your earbuds that are attached to the spirit box, and then I'm going to put these noise canceling headphones over those. Okay, that makes sense. Does that make sense now?
We should check. We should try to call their names to see if they
No,
can hear
we
us.
have to do whatever he says.
Alright.
It's called sensory
Just to make sure they
deprivation.
can't.
So the less things that they are using of their senses, the more they can focus on the activity. It's also so they can read my lips.
Between the Estes. This is awesome. It looked so cool.
Okay, move it just a little.
Oh yeah, sorry. My fault.
Alright, and we're going to start now. So can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Cameron, turn your volume up, please. Kyle, turn your volume up and leave your spirit box alone.
Okay. All the way up?
As much, whatever, wherever you
Katie,
can
where
hear
the
me.
big headphones?
Wherever I can hear you, okay.
Can you help with those two? And you're literally going to set that spirit box up to the side. Once you get a volume that
It may be able to help.
you may be able to help. So we already have something which means we started at 11:30 exactly. Okay, Henry.
Should we be telling you everything we do?
Yes.
Okay.
Turn your volume up.
Here where we are.
Wondering in your spirit.
Okay, everybody needs to tap their family member on the shoulder. Keep things down.
And here he is.
What?
We just freaked her out. Whatever.
She's still cancer. She's
It means you're too loud.
That was too long.
too loud. Be lower.
Henry Timrod, if you are here, can you tell us what your occupation is, please? Henry Timrod.
I can feel it.
Henry Timrod, if you are here, please tell us the name of your occupation. We're going to start things nice and slow.
$2,000.
Don't.
07 Junk FM.
Henry Timrod, push through. Tell us what your occupation
Evens
is,
throughout the
please.
entire show.
Henry. Do we have Henry?
All that you suffered, all that you...
Henry, are you actually here, or is this somebody else? Okay, take off. Henry Timrod, can you tell me if you had a son or a daughter, please? Leave those volumes alone.
Trust.
After the storm.
Okay. We want to know if you had a son
No,
or a
it's
daughter.
Hey.
Done.
Baby.
Okay. Can you tell me how old the baby was?
Basketball coach?
How old was your baby when they unfortunately passed away? We'll take the
Never.
number.
Here we are now.
Tell us the number of how many months the baby was, the age.
Hello.
We're still looking for
Home
that.
International.
That son or daughter answer. Henry Timrod. That push
Didn't want.
you didn't want.
Funky Town, the song.
Henry, son or daughter, how old were they when they passed away? 2 questions. Choose one.
My feelings.
That's right.
885.40.
Nope. Henry, try again.
White loss.
Do you want us to stop talking about your child? It's a yes, no answer. You brought it up.
It is.
We had a nice conversation about your wife a few weeks ago. You want us to move on to
Is
her?
anyone listening?
We are all
The
listening.
Cubs.
The babies, the Cubs.
90. 2 months.
Later.
It was July, but it was in October.
What's 90?
That's right.
I don't think we have just Henry
It is.
Timrod here with us tonight. Who else is here? Can you tell us your first name? We're getting other clues that somebody else is here. Matt and Hannah, this is where I put you guys.
Oh, you should have seen this the other night.
Who else is here with us? We need your first name, please. You're kind of interfering with the conversation between me and Mr.
Your
Timrod.
search for the perfect.
Classic rock.
Walmart.
Third.
Who else do we have here with Mr. Timrod? Can you tell us what your occupation is? That'll identify you.
The many something.
Tell us your occupation. Any other words showing up over there?
Before that, I got economics and astronomer. That was before the survey.
Yeah,
Leo?
it's gonna be enough.
What's the
My
zodiac sign for July?
Leo's older.
Okay.
Cancer too.
The Cancer's most of July.
Who else is here with Mr. Timrod before I go back to him? Sounds like you're kind of intruding. Is there a doctor in the house?
Online.
The FDA.
Sorry, it's going really well or really well.
You just said something. I couldn't hear it.
He said the FDA.
We're going to ask Henry Timrod to push through back in again, please. I want you to tell us what we normally hear out of the church. What comes out of St. Michael's?
Yeah, they've been around.
What sound do we normally hear out of that?
No.
Just getting emotional. Henry, what sound do we normally get out of a church? It's been 7 minutes already. Just so you guys kind of get the gist of how quickly this moves.
Friends are here.
Saw something here.
Friends are here.
Something is here.
It's coming. I don't want to leave.
It's coming.
Who's here? Give us a first name, please. We got a lot of these boxes out here. We have folks that can hear you. I already know who you are. You just need to identify yourself and prove the rest of these folks.
Feeling.
He's singing.
Promise.
Did they say Thomas? That's what she said. Thomas. Is that the name?
Years.
Years of what?
Let me know if you get the word rose.
I never.
Sure.
Written down.
Oh, thanks for telling us what your occupation is, Henry. You're a little late.
High speed.
High speed
Possible.
writing down. Can you tell us what you wrote, Henry?
Me personally, I would not take that man as respect.
You control.
This floor.
What your dad says.
You should stay.
All of these don't leave kind of things.
Hold stay.
That guy?
Yeah, I'm that guy.
Not his first.
That was first tour.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are having the conversation. You want to take over?
Everybody that says.
Henry, are you also here with us? If so, I need something a little bit more than yeses and nos. Let's go after.
Hold on to your big sister.
Huh?
Don't get too
She's coming up, and I know.
Can you tell us what your big sister's name was? I know who this is. Jerk. I can't wait for him to identify himself. Come on. Fight.
stand alone.
You guys are gonna laugh your ass off when I tell you who this is.
Alfred Weiss.
I'm holding on to it.
What's your sister's name?
Gas from the goat.
All of it.
Give me your sister's first name, please. You got any names coming up there? How's the Ouija board coming?
Edinburgh.
It's not Deborah.
DBZ.
Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
DB's part of football. Okay.
Can you tell me what your occupation is? Again, that'll identify you. There's a lot of things, little small things you've been giving us.
Would you?
It's almost like you're being a little trickster right now.
I'm in.
Oh, girl.
Who cares?
That was my watch.
What did it just say?
When I
What's your machine?
It's just amazing.
blank.
So they're playing with your watch.
I don't know what the. What
Is it
Quiet.
I don't know what just happened.
Leo.
July.
I believe.
July is Cancer.
After July 21st is Leo, I believe.
I need July 7th.
Megan.
I will stop by as well.
You stopped by as well. Thank you.
Yeah, they built it there. Restaurant.
Holy shit.
What's the name of the park of where we are? Where are we? Let's just be very clear. I won't try to have you identify yourself. Just tell us where we are.
I think I should. No, that's not right. For a second, I thought I got -1
Do
degrees
you not want to tell us where we are?
on their body.
Great to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you too. Great to not see you.
I got money on here before also.
It's just like everything is doubling up here. It's just so uncanny. So I am gonna have to wrap this up. Whoever actually doesn't want to identify themselves as being here, can you tell us good night?
Onion.
You look at wrapping. America.
That's a good sign off, right? At least I know. Henry or Dr. Joseph Ladd, I'm going to say goodnight to both of you. Can you tell us goodnight in return? We actually asked them to whisper and now we can't hear them.
She just said trance, whatever.
Alright, family members, I think it's time to tap them.
You need to hear.
Tap you out? Alright, so.
Now you're good now.
Do we stop recording?
Go ahead and stop your videos.